Sharing an AI conversation through a link can feel like sending it directly to one person, but some publicly shared Claude chats recently ended up in Google search. Find out how these chats became searchable and what businesses should check before sharing AI content as we sit down and sync up with Rocket IT's weekly technology update. Hello everyone, I'm Chris Swinson, Technology Insider at Rocket IT, and welcome to Sync Up, your home for the latest tech news. The discovery started when Reddit users noticed that a specific Google search was returning conversations people had shared through Claude's public link feature. Technology researchers began reviewing the results and found chats covering everything from health and legal questions to programming projects and work-related information. Some reportedly included personal contact details, internal company documents, and other information that users may not have expected strangers to find through a search engine. Claude artifacts were also included in some of those results. These can be documents, codes, tools, or small applications created through a Claude conversation. Now, there's an important distinction to make here. This wasn't a breach that suddenly exposed people's private Claude accounts. These conversations appearing in Google had already been shared publicly by users who created them. When someone shares a Claude conversation, the platform creates a snapshot that anyone with the link can open. That snapshot can include the prompts, Claude responses, uploaded information, and any artifacts attached to the conversation. Anything added after the link is created remains private unless the user updates the shared version. The link can also be disabled later by changing the conversation back to private. So the surprising part wasn't that people could open these conversations. I mean, they were public links after all. The surprising part was that some of them have become discoverable through a Google search. A person might create one of these links intending to send it to a single coworker or client, but that doesn't make the page private or limit access to those specific people. If the link is later posted on a website, forum, social media platform, or anywhere else a search engine can reach, it may be indexed and begin appearing in search results. Anthropic says it doesn't hand search engines a list of shared conversations. According to the company, the link generally needs to appear somewhere publicly before a search engine can discover it. The specific search used to uncover the conversations in this story stopped returning those results shortly after the discovery gained attention. But removing something from Google doesn't necessarily disable the original page. Anyone who already has the link may still be able to open the shared conversation until the person who created it revokes access. And that's where this story becomes especially relevant for businesses. Employees are using AI to summarize documents, review contracts, draft emails, troubleshoot technical problems, organize notes, and work through all kinds of company information. When someone shares one of those conversations, they may be sharing much more than the final answer they want another person to see. The public page could also contain all of the original prompts, earlier messages, uploaded files, or background information that was used to produce an answer. Before creating a public AI link, take a moment to review the entire conversation from beginning to end. Look for client information, internal documents, employee details, financial data, passwords, or anything else that should remain inside of the organization. It may also be worth asking whether the entire conversation needs to be shared in the first place. In many cases, copying a specific response someone needs into an approved company document or message may be the safer option. Claude users can review their existing links by opening settings, selecting privacy, and managing their shared chats. Any conversations that no longer need to be public can be unshared to disable the link. Business leaders should also make sure employees understand which AI tools are approved, what types of information can be entered into them, and when public sharing features should be used. The goal isn't to prevent employees from using AI. It's to give them clear guidelines so that they can use it productively without unintentionally making company information available to a much larger audience. And if your team is already using AI but doesn't have clear rules for data, permissions, and sharing, contact Rocket IT using the link in this video's description. And to stay up to date on trending technology news, hit that subscribe button in the bell to catch us on next week's episode of Sync Up with Rocket IT.